Pisces, welcome to my channel. I'm Dee, and I'm going to do a reading for you today about what if I take them back. We're going to see what is the likely outcome if you take this person back, and then we'll look at who you're dealing with, and then we'll look at what the likely outcome it will be if you decide to not take this person back. I'm just finishing up some shuffles here. Please know that I appreciate all of you so much. Anyone who has subscribed to my channel, I appreciate you more than you know. It helps me grow, puts me out there a little more often in front of others when they're searching these types of videos or watching other videos that are similar. It kind of just helps me grow my channel, and that's the whole reason I'm here. So hopefully, right there, hopefully you'll help me do that, and I appreciate you. And please subscribe, like the videos if you like them, and if you don't like them, there's not a lot of need to hit dislike, but some people feel the need to do that, and it just kind of doesn't make a lot of sense since this is all based on energy. It just means you don't like the fact that I'm not tuning into your energy today, and that's not very fair to me, but to each his own. Whatever you need to do, it's all right. Okay, let's see what's going on here for you, Pisces. Who we dealing with? Who's Pisces dealing with? And also, commenting helps everybody that watches the video. It kind of helps everyone interact, and it's kind of soothing if someone's watching a video because they're going through a certain thing and they see other people. And there's double Capricorn there. They see the comments from other people who are either going through the same thing or something similar, and it's kind of healing whenever you can read through those comments, because I know that it makes people feel like they're not going through something alone, and that is just such a big gesture. The comments. Appreciate all of you so much, and I just want to create a community here that is loving and healing for everyone who needs it. That's the reason I'm doing this. And through all my readings here that I've done today, these cards have been so difficult and just jumping all over the place. So please forgive me for that long shuffle. So Pisces, what I'm seeing here is if you decide to take this person back, you are going to you're gonna wish you didn't do it. And you know, that's not my opinion. That's what I'm seeing here. You are going to realize that you have made the wrong decision. This person didn't change. They lied to you about that. They misled you. They manipulated you, whatever they had to do to get you back. And this is a toxic relationship, and it is going to be so clear to you. It does not get any clearer than this. This is a toxicity card with a bottle of poison on it. That is definitely a toxic relationship. So if you take this person back, you're just going to be going right back to something that was toxic to begin with. Bad for you, bad for your soul, bad for your heart, bad for your mind, bad for your spirit. And you're going to know that you made a mistake, but it's going to be harder for you to get out of it, because you're going to, you get things intertwined there. You get things in both of your names. You combine things. You move in. You know what I'm talking about. Now, Pisces, we're dealing with Capricorn. I've got 2 Capricorn cards and a Libra card. So these could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, or a mixture of those. Or you could be dealing with a Capricorn and someone else watching could be dealing with a Libra. It can just, these are the signs that are involved here that have to do with this person you're trying to make a decision about. And if you do take this person back, it's just going to be a roller coaster ride of toxicity that is just going to be probably, I don't know, twice as bad as it was when you left this person. Now, if you decide not to take them back, you're going to go through a lot of emotional states that you're not really used to dealing with, because you always knew that all you have to do is let them come back, or you go back to them. It was never a final severing of the ties. And this is a cycle that you've been in, and if you continue this cycle, it gets worse and worse. And this kind of thing, these toxic relationships, these end up messing you up, messing your mind up for good, to where you can't return from the severity of that damage. They cause trauma. You don't even know what you are dealing with inside until you leave this type of relationship for good and make the commitment to do better for yourself. And then when you do that and you decide you're not ever going to take this person back because it's just a horrible situation, and you don't even understand why you're not being able to sever ties with this person, it's like they've got some sort of hold on you that you can't explain. Well, it's because you're in negative energy, and it just sucks you in and engulfs you. This kind of people, it's so, there is no light here in a situation like that. When somebody is toxic, there is no light there. And what's going to happen is if you decide to cut the ties with this person for good, and you state that to them, you let them know, I'm not going back, and this is not ever going to be an option again. I need you to stop communicating with me because I need to heal and move on with my life, and so do you. That type of thing, where you're cutting it off for permanent status, permanently cutting this off with this person. You're going to go through a lot of emotions that you're going to need to heal from, because there's denial, there's being in pieces, kind of tattered, like there's so many pieces of you, you don't even know where you lost them. You're going to have to find those and pick them up and put them back together. That can take months or years, depending on how deep this trauma went, this toxicity with this person, depending on how deep it was, how bad it was, how hurtful it was to you, and the severity of the trauma that this person caused you, and the length of time you've been with them. So if you weren't with them, longer than a year or so, you're probably going to be able to fly through some healing as far as healing goes. And I don't mean fly through it just to get it done. I mean, it's not going to take you as long to get yourself put back together. But the longer you stay in these relationships, the longer it takes to find all your pieces. They're not broken, they're just shattered and scattered. You're not broken. You are not broken. You just need to find your pieces, put them back together, and then heal those cracks that are in between each piece that you're putting back together, like a puzzle. You know how you can see around each piece in a puzzle when it's put together? You'll be able to fill all those cracks in with positive and beautiful things. And you've learned so much. And you're going to go through a state of denial about why you stayed, what your motive was to stay. I mean, you're gonna go through that, and it's normal. You're gonna be in denial about why you stayed, and the reasons you stayed. Once you start digging into that and healing from it, can be pretty bad. It can be embarrassing to your own self when you find out that some of the reasons you actually stayed were very stupid or selfish. You may see them that way. I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying that's what I'm feeling here for whoever's watching this. You're going to feel like, man, I stayed for that reason. That was kind of selfish or stupid. I mean, that's not a reason to stay with somebody. And then you'll be afraid, because that's a great big world out there. And when you get out there on your own and you've been used to being with someone as a team, it's a little scary when you get out there and have to navigate this big world all by yourself. So let's see if we can get some words of wisdom here for you to give you a little guidance through this if you decide to leave or if you decide to stay. I'm feeling like you're more down here. You know, it'll be the right way to go is to not go back, but the card that came out for you is listen, and you need to listen to yourself. Listen to what you're saying to yourself when you're alone. Don't listen to the things that you're telling people or this other person or yourself when you're trying to make excuses for why you're staying put. You're being asked to listen to yourself when you're hurting and you're alone. You know, listen to those words. And then you've got the slowly and the watch card. So you need to pay attention to what's going on around you and make sure that you have someone helping you heal. Get some professional coaching. Relationship coaches are good at this. They're a fraction of the cost. If you go to and there's a link that should be active sometime this month, the end of the month or so, for a coaching site. But, you know, people who specialize in these toxic relationships and helping people navigate out of those, they're usually so expensive that these people that need it, they just can't, the majority of people can't afford those types of prices because they've been controlled and they're not given access to the complete financial situation at home normally. I don't know if that's your situation, but I feel like it's a little bit of it. I know you're going to be afraid, but listen to your heart, but be wise. Someone after your soul you must recognize. You have to listen to the inner voice. Listen to what you know. Your intuition is speaking to you. You know what to do. Take your time navigating through this healing process, the plans you need to make after you end this for good. Cut off communication and start healing. And there's just beautiful, amazing things around the corner for you, just waiting on you, just waiting on you to walk out of this. That's what I've got for you, and I hope it helps, Pisces. Please subscribe, please comment, please like the video. I'll be back with another reading soon, and you take care.